Hey there, YouTube and BitChute viewers. Welcome to our meteorology segment. We're going to be citing some inconvenient facts as we are wont to do on the regs. Apparently facts are very controversial nowadays, so here are some facts. These are what the jet streams are doing on the eastern portion of the planet. Very concentrated jet stream here over Australia. Looks like clear skies over most of the island nation. And let's look at the surface winds next. There are the surface winds of this portion of the planet. A strong low pressure system here in the Southern Ocean directly south of the world's largest island. Next, the surface winds of the Americas. And we've seen some funky weather in the U.S. once again, as the jet stream is staying largely to the north of the U.S., and that is causing some weird convective forces to take over things and some storms moving from east to west and so forth. Here's what we're talking about. You can see the jet stream almost entirely north of the U.S. and then plunging down, now pulling some cold air into not only Pennsylvania, but all the way down to Florida, really. And let's just take a quick look here at temperature. There are the surface temperatures. And you can see that green, that's all slightly colder temperatures than you may expect when we're only 2 days from summer. All right, anyway, getting back to the winds here. So there are the surface winds. And we'll also show the surface winds of Europe and Africa. So there you have it. Strong winds continuing here in the Southern Ocean as there are a series of low-pressure systems here surrounding Antarctica. It's looking like a pretty bad day to be sailing the Southern Ocean as winter approaches. Last but not least, here are the jet streams of Europe and Africa. Some extreme meridional jet stream flow here over Western Europe, for example, making for some anomalously cold and some anomalously warm temperatures depending on where you're located with respect to where those jet stream kinks are. Here's your weather.gov map for the U.S. And we've got frost advisories in a large portion of northern Nevada. Also hydrologic outlook here for both Wyoming and Colorado, as well as Montana. Some heat advisories in the Dakotas and western Minnesota. Also eastern Minnesota, some excessive heat warnings. Next, our GOES lightning mapper, and check it out. You can see this lightning storm here. They're moving from Arkansas to Oklahoma. Typically, these storms move in the reverse direction from Oklahoma to Arkansas. But again, the jet stream being so far north of the country has got convective forces at play here, more so than the jet stream moving systems from west to east. Also a strong band of lightning here moving toward Bermuda, all the way from the Gulf of Mexico to the North Atlantic. Here's a real-time lightning map. And do we have any terrestrial lightning in the U.S.? Doesn't look like it at the moment. There is a strong cell in the Gulf of Mexico, though. There's a location of those latest strikes. Next time you hear thunder, check out lightningmaps.org. It's powered by blitzachtung.org. Say it aloud, say it proud, blitzachtung.org. German, probably the best language for yelling and cursing. It's just awesome. Anyway, here's what's going on over the Pacific Ocean in terms of water vapor. It's Earth's largest body of water. This is the vapor above it. And we see some huge convection happening here off the southwest coast of Mexico. Also, this system here, it's butting up against a bunch of dry, massive air, which is probably weakening it. Dry air is not conducive to high-power, low-pressure systems. Anyway, you can see this south to north flow happening here, and that's what's causing your excessive heat watches and warnings in the north-central part of the country. Next, it's your GFS pressure and precipitation forecast for the lower 48. And if you think you're seeing some snow, well, indeed you are. Some snow right here in places like Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. Also some heavy systems associated with that, so there's going to be some rather violent weather as well there in west central Montana, over lots of Montana as well as North Dakota. If you're wondering how much snow is forecasted, well, here is the GFS positive snow depth change forecast for the next 72 hours. And it looks like you're looking at over a foot of snow here for large portions of Montana, portions of Idaho, and a few inches there in Wyoming as well. How's that for a way to kick off summer? The summer solstice occurring with snowfall. Apparently, in western Montana, it is so hot that snow is falling in summer. 72-hour GFS forecasts tend to be quite accurate too, folks. So there you go. I don't know. Is that an inconvenient fact? I'm not sure. But that's the forecast. So continuing on, here is our satellite imagery from windy.com. They've got a great mobile app. Check it out. Windy.com's mobile app, just spectacular. And again, only 2 days from the summer solstice in the north or the winter solstice in the south. It's a major milestone in Earth's orbital mechanics around the closest star. Continuing on, to recommend that you all Mensa. It's not political in any way. It's pragmatic. Mensa, make Earth not suck again. As I am critical of any bureaucrat that makes terrible decisions, and lately they've all been making terrible decisions, pretty much. So we bring up this message of personal responsibility with great seriousness. Mensa, make Earth not suck again. If you've noticed the planet's been sucking, it's up to you to make it not suck. You need to push back against nonsense. And you need to be uncompliant when it comes to terrible, terrible ideas. Make Earth not suck again. It's up to you. You can find our merch on our homepage at smashamash.com as well as on links below this video. We'll close out with 3 more views here. It's the U.S. Doppler radar. There's the all 50 state view there. Some precipitation falling in southern Alaska. We're going to fixate on the lower 48 for the remainder. Here is the shortwave radiation map. You can see some rapid cloud nucleation happening there off the Florida Gulf Coast. And here is the water vapor map. And you can see that cold air pushing down from Canada here, making for cold days in Ohio and also Indiana and Illinois and western PA. Cold air blowing down there. And yeah, it's some anomalously cold temperatures happening. Here's your recap. U.S. Doppler radar. Shortwave radiation in 3.9 nanometers, showing clouds and fog. And there is the water vapor map. Thanks for tuning into the Smash News Network, least busted name in news. We apologize if the facts presented in this video were too scary and spooky for you. Apparently it's so hot that it's cold in some portions of the planet. Other portions of the planet really are hot, but in any case, snow about to fall to kick off summer in Montana. Thanks for tuning in, and welcome to the Neo-Renaissance. Opinions expressed in this video, not necessarily the opinions of Smash News Network, least busted name in news.